Hey everyone, it's Leanie. Welcome back to the channel. Today we have yet another death battle. This one is going to be Bowser versus Eggman. Today's death battle is a special request from Anime Only 94. The One Piece is real. Thank you for the suggestion. I am currently on a win streak. Let's listen to what death battle has to say about each of the characters, make our educated guess, and see if we can keep this win streak going. Make sure to go show death battle some love, and let's get right into it.
Bowser versus Dr. Eggman.
Dr.
The king
Eggman.
of the Koopas and the baddest of badniks. And they're not alone.
He's with
Is that his name because he's shaped like an
And
egg?
it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills.
I don't know
to find
much
out
about
who would
him.
win
I
a
really
death
don't know much
battle.
about either of them.
Ah, the Mushroom,
Mushroom
Kingdom.
Kingdom.
A peaceful land of
Who saw the new
kindness,
Mario movie?
adventure, love.
Ah,
Super
boring. Move
Mario
aside,
movie.
princess. It's
I
time
just
this
watched
place
it.
got way more awesome. Here comes King Koopa himself, better known as Bowser.
Bowser.
The moment this orphan star child was found by Kamek, it was clear Bowser would command the disparate outcasts of the Mushroom world. The Koopa Clan.
Sadly,
The Koopa
not everyone's
Clan.
born a toad, and they treat these critters like monsters, fated
Oh,
to a
he's
life
34
of
years
infinite
old.
jump farming
Okay,
for one-ups.
same. Dancing,
Bowser wanted
golf,
a different world.
go-karts,
But
tennis.
Princess Peach
He
Toadstool
sounds
would
like
never
such a
allow the
fun guy.
evil king's day in the sun. Her light was so bright, Bowser became infatuated with her.
So he turned all the toads into bricks and kidnapped her, putting their princess in another castle, and another,
And
like
another,
40
and
years
another.
of castles, only to be released if she agrees to marry him and his dad bod.
Yet he was
And
foiled
his
time and
dad
time
bod.
again by those pesky Mario brothers. However, Bowser is nothing if not persistent.
Look at
Yeah,
him!
he is.
Dude's built like a
got
brick
his
house
eyes
strapped to a
set.
saw trap. That spiked shell takes a lot of punishment. Not even the weight of a castle can scratch it, especially when he rolls up like a prehistoric Beyblade.
And the Koopa
that's
King
cool.
doesn't just breathe fire and control lava, he commands nature itself.
Spitting
Oh.
meteors from outer space, beckoning the
Meteors
earth with a
from outer
snap,
space.
inhaling torrents of wind,
Inhaling,
straight up calling
okay,
down
okay.
lightning. What else has he
Shape-shifting,
got?
Oh, just a
teleportation,
little
time
dabbling
travel,
in dark magic.
dark
Hell
magic.
yeah. Wizard Turtle.
The original NES manual even describes him as a sorcerer king. Magic is how
Sorcerer
we turn
king.
the toads into bricks, only countered by the princess's heart magic.
But that's not
Oh.
all the magic he's mastered. Telekinesis, creating perfect clones, reanimating his undead skeleton, and
Oh
worst
shoot,
of all,
we saw a little bit.
ruining
Oh, I don't
every
want to. I don't
game
want to
of
give
Mario
spoilers if
Party.
you guys haven't
Hey,
seen the
no,
movie.
no, I stole those coins fair and square.
Bowser spent decades hoarding treasures, coins, magic star rods, warships, clown cars, you name it.
Okay,
this is
he's a
the same
little bit
guy
of
that
a
created
hoarder.
multiple flying castles fashioned after his own face.
Yeah, he's definitely got an ego on him. He's talked about having a 4-digit IQ.
I can't help but
I've
kind
seen
of
this
like
moron
him
put
because
death
Jack
traps
Black
in his own
is his
backyard.
voice,
A
and I
man
just
after
love
my
every
own heart.
Despite
Jack Black
his clumsiness,
character.
Bowser's charisma and leadership brought many to his side. Not enough to defeat Mario, but his army doesn't make it easy on the Red Plumber.
They're the most wicked band of misfits this side of World 8-4. The Koopa Troop.
An army
The
spanning
Koopa
multiple
Troop.
territories across the Mushroom world and beyond.
Goombas, Koopas, the Troopas, and the
Goombas,
others make up the
Koopas, and
infantry.
Troopas.
Some with wings, some in shoes, and some even in race cars. They're the red
Ah.
shirts, first in and first out.
Piranha plants, bloopers, and lakitus
Oh
use their
shoot!
surroundings
Okay,
to
so
jump
they're
on
gonna.
unsuspecting
All
prey
of
by
these
land,
are gonna
sea,
come
or
into
sky.
play. I
We'd be here
feel.
forever jotting down the small fries. Booze, Shy Guys, sentient
I mean,
bombs
that only
with
makes
feet, and
sense.
more.
It was imperative for Bowser
not just
to
gonna
nurture
be
a unit
Bowser
that
by
covers their
himself,
own
I don't think.
vulnerabilities. For example, Kamek and King Boo both have magic, but Boo has battlefield control with illusions and destabilizing dimensions, while Kamek focuses on buffing allies,
Hmm.
canceling enemy powers, summoning anything he desires.
Or swapping my items to screw up my Mario Party lead.
That
Not
sucks.
again.
Speaking of items, most of the minions can use pretty much any power-up Mario can. The Goombas
Oh,
make frequent use of
shoot.
Tanuki tails, and Bowser can really get into the cat roleplay. But as the Koopa Troop
Okay,
grew
cat
and grew,
roleplay.
it started to feel less like an army and more like a family unit.
Oh, you mean like
Oh.
his kids, the Koopalings.
They're adopted.
What's the difference?
Good point. Bowser took them in and
They're
even
all
trained them
adopted?
in dark magic.
Though no one's as spoiled as his natural Nepo baby, Bowser
Okay,
Jr.,
that's what I was
captain
gonna
of
say.
the
Bowser
Koopa
Jr.
Troop.
looked just like him,
Spoiled
though.
is an understatement.
Oh.
Remember his escapades as Shadow Mario? He terrorized
We
Delfino
saw a
Plaza
lot
with
of Bowser
literal
Jr.
evil
in the new
paint.
movie.
That
Guys
whole
need to go see
debacle
it.
was basically his attempt at elementary school
I
art
didn't like it as
And
much
I
as
bet
the
Bowser
first
still has some on the
movie,
fridge.
but I still like
really,
it.
the king is very protective of his kids. If the fam's in trouble, he can will himself to transform into a giant kaiju.
Oh,
off to
shoot.
crush whatever bullies target smack.
Maybe a little overkill.
I wonder
Just
if we're
one
gonna
punch from
see
Giant Bowser
Bowser
launched the
Jr.
castle
in
out
this.
of orbit. Taking into account the flight path and the scale of their universe, Bowser's punch must have hit with a force of over 125 trillion tons of TNT.
Okay.
Considering how Yoshi punted poor Raphael the Raven so hard he exploded into a constellation of stars, this
Dang.
isn't even close to Bowser's full strength.
So
Okay,
don't
Bowser's
bully
strong
his
as
kid,
heck.
especially if he falls into some of Bowser Jr.'s set of black paint. That
Yeah.
stuff's scary.
Enough to unleash Bowser's Dark Fury, a form whose very steps cause widespread
Dark
natural
Fury, look at
disasters.
that. Ooh,
Okay,
he looks
seriously, how
scary
does Mario
like
ever
that.
beat this guy? He's like Godzilla, Doctor Strange, and John Cena all in one big turtle.
We're not even to the best part. Bowser's
John
dark
Cena.
magic became so potent
Every time
he
I think of
eventually
him,
learned
I
how
think
to
of the
warp
most
the
random
very
crap.
fabric of reality.
Why does he follow
Anything
me
the
on
king
Twitter?
imagines,
Why does
he
John
makes
Cena follow me?
happen.
I don't even
He
post on
turned
there.
all of Yoshi's Island into a storybook. And remember those painted worlds in Mario
Twitter,
64?
X, whatever
yeah,
it is.
He made those. And the staircase that goes on and on and on and on and on and on. And oh God, does anyone know how to BLJ?
He also stole ultra-powerful items like the Wonder Flower, which can mold
The
reality
Wonder
like
Flower.
Play-Doh, and the Dream Stone, which can be used to wish someone out of existence.
But his
Oh,
most iconic
no.
thefts are those
Okay, we don't
big,
want him to
shiny
get his hands
power
on a
stars.
Dreamstone.
Don't judge a book by its cover. Infant power stars, aka Lumas, can become whole
Lumas.
galaxies. They also ferried Mario across the universe in 3 seconds. That's 489 quadrillion times
Dang,
light speed.
so
Obviously,
fast.
the
Okay.
Big Daddy Grand Stars are even crazier. Bowser used one to power his space kingdom, but then guess who showed up to ruin everything?
Mario.
It's a him!
And when the Grand Star was freed, it caused a chain reaction that destroyed the entire universe via a massive black hole.
Thanks, Space
Holy.
God, that Rosalina showed up to save the day.
Not that Bowser needed saving. He's been swallowed by another black hole and thrown into a star that went supernova.
Imagine if this crazy OP
Ooh, look
fire
at
turtle
this.
had to
That
fight
looks so
himself.
old. I wonder when
Oh,
that was
wait,
from.
He did, and he beat the hell out of him.
With all this power, it's a wonder he still hasn't conquered the Mushroom Kingdom.
Hmm.
Perhaps it's because his visions of grandeur were never really what he sought. Surrounding him is a crew of outcasts and miscreants like him, ride or dies that can't be swayed against him.
Oh,
Are
man.
you saying he's
That's
secretly
some
happy
loyal-
because he's got a big monster family now?
Loyal
Yes,
family right
but
there.
also, when they actually worked together, they legitimately conquered most of the known universe. So,
He's a baddie through and through.
He
who
is
will
a baddie.
teleport
Look
through
at him.
space and time to
He's a
show
baddie
you what's
with a
what.
baddie.
Because he's no ordinary Koopa. Make way for the king.
Oof.
citizens of Earth, lend me your ears. Imagine
That
a world
looks
of endless
interesting.
possibility where people are free as the wind. Isn't it
This
disgusting? Now
I don't know
imagine
much
a better
about
world,
the
one
Sonic
with proper
world. I've
guidance
only
and the
seen, like,
technology
the
to
new
bring
movies.
about global peace.
But whiz, only a brilliant mind
Ooh.
can make that happen.
Not just any
Every time I
brilliant
see
mind.
him, I think
He's
Green
a
Goblin.
genius at heart who knows the dangers within. He's Ivo Robotnik.
He really
Dr.
is
Eggman.
shaped like
As
a
a
egg.
mad scientist myself, his story is my inspiration, just as Eggman's was his grandfather, Gerald
Oh.
Robotnik, who sought to create world
Robotnik.
peace through technology. But
That's
then
cool.
his
I like
beloved
that.
granddaughter, Maria, was killed by the Guardian Unit of Nations, better known as...
Gun. They're freaking called G-U-N.
Gun?
Anyway,
Oh
Lil
my
Eggy
gosh,
grew up
Guardian
a lonely
Unit of
narcissist
Nations.
because all his
Or
family
acronym.
talked about was Maria this, Maria that. Boo-hoo.
Well, that is
Neglect and
so
envy
sad.
tainted Ivo's goals of following Gerald's footsteps. He
So-
distanced himself from his grandfather's legacy. Instead of bettering the world, he would
He wanted
conquer it
revenge.
to get the attention he deserved.
No, you mean craved. Desperately craved.
Tomato, tomato.
You just said it the same way twice.
He aimed to establish Eggman Land, a capital of science.
Eggman
and this
Land.
paradise would have worked just fine if not for that blasted Sonic the Hedgehog.
For years, Eggman's plans literally blew up in his face. and he's a very
Why?
sore loser.
Is he
But just like any
not-
good experiment, the doctor did more testing,
Not very
seeking better
smart or
results.
what?
He's created plenty of knickknacks to terrorize the world with. A laser gun, a cloning ray, mind control
Okay,
cannons,
he's
a
definitely
flying
smart if he's
armada,
creating all
typical
that.
evil scientist stuff.
Then there's the big ones. He invented a spatial displacement trap, which, while online, scatters a target's atoms across space.
Ooh,
And then
shoot.
there's the metal virus, which transmutes organic tissue into living metal zombies. It's so deadly, it created a plague that nearly wiped out all life on Earth.
Shame Eggman never made himself immune to it. That's a whoopsie.
And when he's not
What?
duping you
Okay,
with
so
decoys,
is he
he's
a little
riding
dumb?
in style with the Eggmobile. It's lightweight for maneuverability, but tough enough to withstand moon-sized explosions and even the center of a black hole.
I mean,
Oh,
it's
okay,
kind of
this is-
lame looking, but he can
It
plug
looks
it into
like an
big
egg.
bad mechs like the Egg Walker or the Death
But
Egg
it's pretty
Robot, whose
strong,
giant laser
so that's
once
good.
obliterated 77,000 cubic meters of rock in an instant. That's like having an atomic bomb in your pocket all the time. Oh, okay, maybe this guy's pretty cool.
Eggman built machines for a
I'm not
long
sold
list
yet.
of combat situations. Some look like knights, others use extraterrestrial sources like the Wisps, and then there's the orbital bases, like the
orbital
Death
base.
Egg.
The reference
Death
is obvious,
Egg.
but Darth Vader's version is like a toy compared to the Death Egg, which can annihilate stars. Woof! A whole constellation gone in one shot.
That's not to say
Okay.
Eggman doesn't enjoy scrapping with blue hedgehogs himself. Enter the Egg Dragoon.
Hell yeah!
The Egg
rawest of the
Dragoon.
battle mix. It's got electric drills. It's got ice missiles. It's got a whole lot of bullets.
Okay,
My
but what if
God,
he doesn't
Wiz.
have any of
I
this
need it.
stuff
And don't
handy?
forget,
Is
Eggman
he
built all
strong
of these
in his
things
own?
himself. Maybe world domination is in his grasp yet.
One problem. Eggman's a turbo
Whoa,
loner. No
those
hobbies, no
pajamas are
friends,
crazy.
no wife, no nothing.
Come on, he has friends. I mean, he's a feminist. Oh, okay, maybe not, but what about Infinite? Sure, they might have joined forces over a mutually sought revenge against Shadow, but it counts. Sort of. Who needs friends when you can build friends?
Obviously, Eggman has a
He
tough
said, who
time
needs friends
collaborating
when you
with
can build
others,
friends?
so he just built his
That's
own
crazy.
army instead.
The Eggman Empire.
The
Eggman
Badniks are
Empire.
mass-produced foot soldiers, buzz bombers, crab meats, caterkillers, egg robos,
Okay,
and
so
don't
I'm
forget those
definitely
cute little
thinking
moto
that
bugs.
this
The
death
Badniks
battle
may
is gonna
seem
have
simple,
all
but they're
their
led by an
little-
elite, multi-talented unit.
I don't wanna
The
call 'em gremlins.
hard-boiled
We're gonna
heavies,
call 'em
really
gremlins.
leaning into the egg thing, huh?
Because
The
they
army has a
control
wide
all of
variety
them.
of troops, even your classic comedy duo with Orbot and Cubot. They're Eggman's assistants and immense
It's not gonna
disappointments.
just be the
Every
two of
genius
them.
has their duds.
Hey, at least they're not Scratch and Grounder. But that's why he's made top-notch bots modeled after the Sonic cast, like everyone's favorite robo-faker, Metal Sonic.
Metal Sonic has the most horsepower in the Eggman Empire. He has the moves and speed of Sonic and then some. He's had his rebellious phases, but Eggman's reprogrammed Metal to better follow his commands. Additionally, when upgraded to his Neo
Well, that's
form,
good.
Metal Sonic could copy biological data, including unique
We
powers
just
like
saw
Shadow's
the
time stop
Metal
technique,
Sonic
chaos control.
death battle.
He could even copy
So I wonder
Silver
if he's gonna be in this one too. This
and
is
with
a little
enough chaos
old.
energy, he
Not
powers
too
up
old,
into
but it is a
Super
little
Neo
old.
Metal Sonic.
Though everything
Super
would
Neo
change with the
Metal
appearance
Sonic.
of the Phantom Ruby, one of many trump cards at Eggman's disposal.
I did not guess
the
right
Phantom
on that
Ruby
death
alters
battle.
reality by
I was
manipulating
wrong.
perception.
Basically, super OP illusions, but in Infinite's hands, it's a weapon of mass destruction. I don't know how illusions translate to body replicas, changing gravity, or making a fake sun, but go off, King!
And when used
Go
on the
off,
planet's
King.
consciousness, which is a thing, the Ruby granted Eggman the Lightman form. Yep, apparently Super Eggman is canon, though it is pretty
What?
complicated to manifest.
But the Phantom Ruby isn't the only souped-up gem Eggman has. He's used the Jeweled Scepter to make the world-shattering Egg Wizard. Then, on
Good
more than one
lord.
occasion, he's effortlessly
His
gathered the
arsenal is
super rare,
packed. Look
super
at that.
powerful Chaos Emeralds. You know, the
Chaos
things that power
Emeralds.
Super Saiyan Hedgehog.
Eggman built
Super
and
Saiyan
built
Hedgehog.
and built,
What?
and eventually he built something that started to build on him. Sage was originally designed as a mere assistant, but through an alien encounter, she was granted actual sentience.
Sage
Oh,
is already
shoot.
super powerful, but now she's also super smart. She thought up millions of battle plans all at once to defeat the massive titans.
And you can
Wow,
barely remember where you put your
okay.
dune bug.
I know exactly where it is. It's at the police impound. Thank you very
Holy
much.
crap.
Sage was
Is that a real
Eggman's
place?
saving grace. He had previously found machines with personality lacking, but Sage's great adequacy in serving her function provided Eggman with something that, for the first time, he'd hate to lose.
Oh.
In essence, a sort of daughter.
So, like any good daddy, gave her the keys to his car, his spaceship, and his orbital death ray. Hell,
Okay.
now she controls the entire army.
And this frankly unheard of trust from Eggman became crucial in defeating the End, a primordial entity so mighty even Supersonic struggled against it.
Their battle
What
can
is it
only be
called? The
described as
End?
peak fiction, because charged by 7 Chaos Emeralds, Supersonic's no joke.
The power of one emerald can shift continents. All 7 together can shift the universe.
And kill some pretty terrifying bosses, like Eggman's Time Eater, which
Aw,
ripped
man,
apart
you
space-time
guys,
like
I'm
tissue
thinking that I
paper.
have
In
to
short,
choose
Chaos Emeralds
him.
give thoughts power.
I don't
With them,
wanna
Eggman's
choose
best machines
Eggman.
can run indefinitely while matching the greatest powers ever seen. Like when 3 supers battled Solaris, who tried to destroy time itself. Solaris extended its chaos across multiple timelines in about 20 seconds, or 73 quadrillion times light speed.
Good lord.
It's funny though, while Eggman's
Do they
smarts
have
have sort of
mathematicians
defeated Sonic
working
here and
at
there,
Death Battle?
he's pretty effective when he teams up with the Blue Blur
They
to
have
save
to.
the world.
Well, recall how Professor Gerald was a good person before losing the granddaughter he loved.
Yeah.
In Eggman's case, now that he has Sage, perhaps a similar story is playing out in reverse.
Nah, Eggy
Oh.
will always have
Alright,
a
you
harebrained
guys tricked
scheme
me.
behind his cufflinks.
So watch out, critters and plebeians of the world. He is the Eggman, and he's got the master plan. All right, the combatants are set. We've run
Okay,
the
you
data through all
guys.
possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
I'm going with Bowser. I want to see Bowser win. I might not be choosing right, but I'm gonna go with it. Wait, are we at a wedding? Oh. Oh.
This territory is now the base for my upcoming
They
Eggman
tricked
Land
Bowser into
2.
thinking he was getting married?
What a joke!
Oh. And Bowser Jr. is there.
Dr. Eggman, your genius overlord.
Oh yeah, see, I knew it wasn't gonna be just the two of them. This is like a full war. Okay, there's his like meteors. Is that what they said those were? Space meteors?
Shut up, nerd!
Ooh. Oh, okay, he broke the drill off and threw it right back at him. At the robot.
You call these toys an invasion
Oh my
force?
gosh, I thought he got impaled.
That's a decoy.
It was a decoy.
This power is without peer. It is the ultimate strength.
Who is this? I don't want to guess wrong. I don't want to say it. I don't know who that was. Ooh, I hate those things. Is that one of the stones or one of the emeralds? Okay, we got so much going on right now. There's so many people in this battle. Got Metal Sonic over here. What happened? It started raining? There comes the paintbrush.
You've lost the battle before it has begun.
Excellent work as always, Beto.
Sage is
Ready to
here.
wrap this up, Sage?
As you
Sage is
planned.
gonna have all the battle
The
plans.
more the merrier. Showtime.
Oh shoot, okay. This is like, Bowser looks crazy like this. I love the way it looks though. It's so scary. It's giving Godzilla. What? Oh man. Okay. That just deflected everything. Look at all the stones. I was about to say the infinity stones. Whoa, look at all the tunnels. I am loving this animation right now. Like the style of the animation is amazing. Metal Sonic is done. Is that a black hole?
The Death Egg! Max power!
Max power. You guys are losing. The heck just happened? What was blocking the moon? Come on, Bowser. I want to see Bowser win. Here, now he's in his, what is it?
Fire is again!
The skeleton form? I forget the name. Looks so cool. You guys gotta see the new movie. Go see it if you haven't seen it yet.
So long, Doctor.
He cracked that egg. He cracked it. Yay! I'm super excited.
This war was not an easy one to win,
and I'm
which
happy.
might seem surprising given how the Sonic series is not afraid to show how tough its cast is, while Mario's comes across as more cartoony.
But as it turns out, Bowser had everything he needed to take Chrome Dome down. Strap in, this one's a lot, so we'll break it down into 5 categories.
First up is physical stats. Bowser pretty handedly outmatched any of Eggman's usual mechs, like the Egg Dragoon or the Death Egg Robot.
The Death Egg Robot could level cities. Bowser could punch a castle out of orbit.
The Death Egg could destroy stars, but Yoshi could match that level of power. And Bowser's strength is certainly above the green dinosaurs. Plus, while both Bowser and Eggman's tech survived black holes, Bowser's was much larger.
So, he may win stats, but this could change with their powers. With so many items and minions, that could make all that a moot point.
Minions,
Aside from
that's
power-up
what I
items,
should have said.
both could
Minions, not
manipulate minds,
gremlins.
create duplicates, and alter space-time. However, Bowser had a significant edge in having access to the majority of his abilities at all times.
Yeah, Eggman can do some crazy stuff, but only across different mechs, fortresses, or space bases. Bowser's all natural. He's got all his best powers built in, and he ain't even a robot.
Meaning he wins the war of attrition. He even had counters for battle enders like the Metal Virus and Spatial Displacement Trap. Context matters for those weapons, and both backfired in the past. But more importantly, Bowser could simply reverse the effects with his transmutation magic. Conversely, most of Eggman's robots could get turned into, say, a frog or a block with no reliable way back. Bowser takes the edge in powers.
But definitely not for intelligence. Come on,
Why?
you have a 4-digit IQ, Bowser? Really? That's cute. I mean,
Why?
don't get me
Why
wrong.
are we
Bowser's
calling
not
it
an idiot.
stupid?
Usually,
Okay, no,
just
he's not.
really clumsy. Poor
That's
fella.
okay.
Meanwhile, Eggman's an engineering genius who
Well,
rarely ever gets
he's
bested by
a
brains.
mad scientist. He's
Now,
gonna
let's
take
talk trump
intelligence.
cards.
As in, items so powerful they could decide the entire outcome on their own.
So
The
Sage
Phantom Ruby
was Sage
super
a trump
dangerous,
card?
but specifically targets perceptions. Unlike Bowser's Wonder Flower, which mucks up reality for real. The Ruby affected a whole planet, but the Wonder Flower had the power to alter the universe.
Wonder
also,
Flower.
the Dream
Forgot about
Stone's
the Wonder
ability
Flower.
to wish
We did
anything
hear
out of
about that.
existence would have no problem cleaning up Super Neo Metal Sonic
I
or
love
Time
these
Eater.
Their
alternate
most prized
scenarios.
possessions was a tougher call. Together, the Chaos Emeralds can break the universe.
They already know
but
what
so
people are
can the
gonna
Grand
comment, so
Stars.
they're like,
Arguably
look.
not as much given the Emerald scaling to
Alternate
Solaris, though Power Stars
scenario.
and Grand Stars are far more plentiful. Clearly, this is getting fairly abstract, and both had multiple options that could win the day instantly. So the safest bet is to call this category a
draw?
tie.
Which means it's finally time to
It's
compare
a
their
tie
armies. Eggman seems deadlier at
Yes,
first glance.
this
I mean,
is a
look at all those
category I feel like
buzzsaws and
I've never
rockets.
seen
Metal
in
Sonic
any of the
speed
other
and
Death
power
Battles
alone could
because they
solo
each
most of
have
the Koopa
such a
Troop.
huge
But
army
the Eggman
of
Empire lacked
minions.
something Bowser had in spades. Teamwork and loyalty.
I
Eggman
knew it
is a
wasn't gonna be
notoriously
just
terrible
the two
team
of them.
player. His alliances
They
are
kinda set
practically
it up.
guaranteed to fall apart.
Hell, in Sonic Generations, he could barely manage working with himself.
Eggman's army is
But-
designed to be controlled by just him. To Eggman, it's harder to command those with free will, hence his rivalry with the free-natured Sonic.
Meanwhile, the Koopa Troop follows Bowser because they actually like him. They train really
Yeah,
hard
they're
to
loyal.
cover each other's weak points.
They're like a
Giving them
family.
plenty of advantages as this war progressed, like battlefield control through King Boo's magic and Bowser Jr.'s paint. And since the Koopa
Yes,
Troop doesn't rely
Bowser
that much on
Jr.'s
technology,
paint.
Sage's hacking potential had little use.
Also, secret
Yeah,
weapon,
like what?
Kamek is kind of
Sage
busted.
didn't even
Canceling
help.
Metal
I feel
Sonic's
like
power
I thought
copy,
I shouldn't
stealing
be
the
worried
Phantom
about
Ruby,
stage.
And potentially swapping the Chaos Emeralds were huge game changers.
Add on that Bowser and his army can use any Mario power-up item, and they had millions, no,
Yes.
billions of combinations that the Eggman Empire just could not actively plan against. Even with Sage's millions of plans to take down the Titans,
That's
she
what I
thought them
thought.
to be unbeatable, which Sonic proved was incorrect.
Just comparing their conquests makes it clear. The Eggman Empire took over the whole planet, but Bowser's troop conquered most of the universe.
Eggman was no
Yes.
pushover. His wit, power output, and ridiculous machines gave Bowser the biggest fight of his life. But the Koopa King's ludicrous strength, abilities, and united forces ultimately prevailed.
Eggman tried to poach the king, and now he's cracked and scrambled.
He's cracked
winner
and
is
scrambled. That's so
Bowser.
funny. That's what I said. I said he cracked that egg. Yay. Guys, we picked right. We were correct in our guess. I'm so happy to see Bowser win. Make sure to go show Death Battle some love. And if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below which Death Battle you guys want me to react to next. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.